Hey, what's up? I'm Rollercoaster Rider.
Hi, I'm Kay.
And I'm an alien.
Oh, really? How can I tell?
I'm making you float.
Woo!
Now I'm putting you back down.
Thank you.
Don't you wish you could have been here for that reenactment? That
Yeah.
didn't happen. Anyway, we're reviewing 1988's My Stepmother is an Alien, starring Dan Aykroyd, Kim Basinger, John Lovitz, Seth Green, Tony Jay, and the reason why I wanted to see this movie, the first major role for the very adorable and cute Alyson Hannigan.
I think it might have been the first role for Seth Rogen, too.
Seth Green.
I mean, Seth Green.
Ugh.
Instead
Yeah.
of, like, how he's blossomed to Italian Job and, other movies, but...
He was in Italian Job?
Yeah.
I know him from, he was in The Identical, he was in Sex Drive, he was in the Austin Powers movies.
I didn't see those, so... Okay.
You saw The Identical.
And then she was
You saw The Identical.
Yeah, I did see The Identical. I didn't see the Austin Powers movies or
And
whatever.
You didn't see Sex Drive.
No. And then the last person you mentioned was in How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother, Buffy, she was in some episodes of Angel, she's now on Penn and Teller Fool Us.
Oh, that's right.
And she's also from the American Pie quadrilogy.
Yeah.
As well as, in my opinion, the only really funny Freeberg and Seltzer movie, Date Movie.
Okay, so anyway...
But that's because she has charm.
Anyway, Dan Aykroyd's role in this, he is a scientist.
Yeah, the beginning kind of felt like they were trying to remake Ghostbusters.
Was Ghostbusters before 88?
Yeah, it was 83, I think. 83.
Okay.
No, 83, 84. 84,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. But this movie, I actually saw this movie in the theater when it came out.
Should we talk about who the director is?
I don't remember who the director was.
Can you read it?
Nope. It's kind of dark in here.
One movie that I haven't seen a lot of what this director has done, but I did see one movie that the director did, which was terrible.
Okay, but you said this one wasn't that terrible.
No, this one was much better than one of his later works, Marcy X.
I don't think I saw that.
It featured Damon Wayans as a controversial rap artist and Lisa Kudrow as like some girl as a love interest.
Okay.
It's not as funny as it sounds.
Yeah, I don't think it would be, but anyway.
Anyway, Dan Aykroyd, a dude who doesn't really talk that much. I think he had like 4 lines in this movie, and John Lovitz, and kind of like
Dan Aykroyd?
No, the other guy.
Oh, the assistant.
The guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
And John Lovitz, they're trying to talk with interdimensional creatures and stuff.
Well, the census of the movie is Dan Aykroyd is trying to get further planets or stars in our galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And actually what happens is he goes past our galaxy into the next galaxy.
Using lightning, cranking it up past
300.
I thought it was 500.
Yeah, they went higher than the 300 that they
promised.
And brass buttons.
Well, yeah, should we just spoil that part? Because you kind of figure it out early on. John Lovitz jacket.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
They didn't figure out it until he saw the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So since he reached that planet...
Well, since he kind of blacked out the entire building, he gets fired.
Right. True.
And he goes home to his daughter. What's her character's name? I can't remember.
The last name is Mills. I don't remember what her... Celeste? No.
Jessie.
Jessie. Celeste is Kim Basinger's...
Kim Basinger.
Basinger's character's name.
Which, by the way, side thing, I wonder if Rashida Jones and Weird Al Yankovic are fans of this movie.
I don't know why.
Because Rashida Jones co-wrote and starred in a movie called Celeste and Jesse Forever.
I don't know.
And there was uh we'll go forward a little bit, but there's a scene where Kim Basinger, who was walking barefoot or something, ends up in a baseball field.
A stadium.
Yeah, baseball stadium. Sorry.
Right.
And she says something like, "Are lions gonna eat? Are Christians gonna fight lions or something like that?" And in the song Couch Potato, which was a parody of Eminem's Lose Yourself, one of the lines was, "Network execs with naked ambitions next week on Fox watch lions eat Christians." So that's probably a big coincidence, but both of those came out over probably like at least over 10 years after this movie came out. So it's up for you to decide. Anyway, Kim Basinger is an alien. It kind of falls into the thing about how she got a lot of information wrong. For example, she eats a cigarette and she smokes a carrot.
Yeah.
And then she asks for spinach and does the Popeye the Sailor Man theme song.
She wanted spinach to keep her hands warm.
Yeah. Okay. Then, and then she does like a triple backflip.
Yep.
And then she goes to Jesse and says, "What do people nowadays wear?"
She said, "I think I'm wearing something wrong or whatever."
Yeah.
And so she gave her a fashion newspaper and 2 magazines.
So she,
she threw them into her purse.
And then, like,
a dress comes out.
Yeah. With the worm of, like, some...
Weird eye.
I've never heard of this actor before. I couldn't even tell who the voice was. I thought it was Seth Green because it said Seth Green was in the movie.
But Seth Green was her date.
Yeah, so yeah. No offense, whoever did the voice. Anyway, Kim Basinger's character, she wants to be with Dan Aykroyd, so that way, to try to, like, recreate or figure out, like, how he was able to come into contact with her planet.
Well, and the whole census is they had to catch up with Dr. Mills because their planet was going to die out if they didn't get back because nobody has ever gone thousands of years.
No, it wasn't that. It was something about like the oxygen or something was.
Yeah, the planet was going to die out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because someone traveled. It was.
No, they traveled thousands of miles to get there to get the answer to go back to save the planet.
This is kind of like Starman. That's what Wikipedia says.
Oh.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
I think I only saw a little bit, and I don't know. Look for that to be remade one day.
Oh boy.
I was thinking
As
about...
they run out of ideas.
Yeah. Well, they've ran out of ideas a while ago. So you can probably figure out the rest of the movie from here.
Well, she does a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
Okay, because on the planet the population grows from petri dishes.
Are you going to be able to do a review or your opinion in 30 seconds?
I don't know.
You better get ready because you have 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds now.
I think if you have not young kids but teenage kids that aren't into a lot of Star Wars and everything else and The Ring and whatever, Game of Thrones, whatever, all those video games and everything.
The Ring?
Yeah, wasn't there the trilogy of that ring that gets passed from people to people?
That's
whatever.
not The Ring.
But anyway. Just let me say.
You know what?
It could be.
You know what? Because I interrupted you, we'll give you an extra 15 seconds. Go.
It could be one of those just silly movie nights. Okay? So this is like actually the second or third time I've seen this movie. So I remember taking a young child, this was their first movie. So, but yeah, you know, it's the some of the effects you can see and they're bad, but some of them are okay too. So it's just, it's out there. If you get the chance, go to your library or see if it's on Netflix. I don't think it's on Netflix, or maybe Hulu or whoever, Sony. I don't know who put this movie out. TriStar, Columbia TriStar. I don't think they have a TV channel yet that you can subscribe to, but you know.
Columbia also put out what was that movie? Space Hunters Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
Oh, jeez.
This is a much better sci-fi movie than that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd say rental.
No,
Now,
not a rental. Check it out.
yeah, rental.
Check it out from the library or get it free on Hulu or
If
whatever.
this movie was playing in theaters, would you say rental or would you say maybe see it at a matinee?
I think a matinee, the bigger screen,
Yeah.
with the effects. I mean, they're not up to date effects.
No.
But you know what? In '88, this is
I
what they
gave
have.
you like an extra minute.
Okay, sorry.
So, I have 30 seconds to do my opinion on this movie. Starting now. Okay, a lot of the effects, some of them really hold up, but a lot of them are really dated. You can actually see wires in some of the scenes. Tony J, with his deep voice, again, is pretty intimidating. Kim Basinger, I've never really hated. I just haven't seen a lot of her work. I have seen Cool World, and, well, there was too many things wrong with that was far from her fault. People said that Dan Aykroyd wasn't a good romantic lead, and that I don't know what that necessarily means, but he was actually pretty likable. There was one scene where he was drunk and pissed and angry, understandably.
He wasn't drunk. He just started the bottle of scotch.
Okay,
Anyway,
he was
go
angry.
ahead. Sorry.
And
He had ham and cheese on rye
with mayo. And what looked like lettuce.
Yes, it did.
Anyway, I would also suggest it's not the terrible movie that you probably think it is, or that IMDb or Wikipedia or the box office would have said it was. And I've seen several Dan Aykroyd movies. This is far better than Nothing But Trouble, I think. Or, what's another movie he did that I didn't like?
I don't know if you've seen all the movies he's done.
Well, there's one that he did that I didn't like, but that's going to be reviewed later on.
Okay.
It's one that he did with Gene Hackman.
Okay.
I'll spoil it. Later on, we're going to review Loose Cannons, and this movie is a much better film than that. Anyway,
I don't think he did a lot of ad-libbing in this movie, though. Do you think?
Who knows? Let's have some fun. If this movie was to be remade nowadays, who do you see playing Celeste? Amy Schumer.
No. No, it has to be somebody that... That's a toughie.
Amy Schumer, Melissa McCarthy, or Kristen Wiig?
No, none of them.
No, those are apparently the only three comedic women in Hollywood.
No.
Amy Poehler? Yeah.
No. I was thinking, no, not her either.
Heidi Gardner, or no? What about Jillian Jacobs, who's in Community? I don't know if you've seen that movie.
I've never seen that.
Or I mean that show.
No, I've not seen that show.
Who could be in that?
I don't know.
Hilary Duff? I don't know.
Does she even do movies anymore?
Dan Aykroyd's. So I think we're both in agreeing. Amy Schumer as Kim Basinger's role.
No way.
Now we need to decide Dan.
We need somebody nice and fresh.
Now we need to decide Dan Aykroyd's role.
You keep deciding. I'm not deciding.
Seth Rogen.
No.
And the John Lovitz role. Who would you pick for that?
John Lovitz. Oh.
Steve Carell.
No. No.
I'm just picking actors that I don't like.
So a remake would bomb.
Yeah. And it would be their fault. No, Johnny Depp in John Lovitz's role. Playing his character from, well, you know what I... Playing his character
No,
from
stop.
the Lone Ranger.
No, let's move on.
Mina no Kimusabi.
Let's move on.
That girl is beautiful. Chrissy Teigen
She wouldn't do it.
in the Kim Basinger role.
I don't know. Anyway,
Anyway, we're gonna...
probably having more fun figuring out who should play the remake roles when there isn't gonna be a remake, but you know.
They're remaking everything.
Well, they haven't gotten to the 88 year.
Didn't they do a remake of a 90s movie?
I don't know. Anyway, if you get the chance and you haven't seen it, take a peek.
They did a remake of Fantastic Four, and that came out in 94. Or, well, it never did, but
Okay.
they've rebooted that twice.
What can you say?
Anyway, bye.
Bye for now. Ciao.